At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Will he give me a countdown? Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining our graduation celebration today, both in person here. We've got about maybe 75 people here today, and we've got folks at home joining us virtually. My name is Laura Fulda, and I am the Director of Donor Communications here at Guide Dogs for the Blind, and it is my privilege and honor to be your host today. I kind of feel like I'm hosting Saturday Night Live or something here. But I need notes here because this is my first graduation. Come on in. Some people are still coming in with some puppies here, so welcome everyone. Whether you're here with us in person on our beautiful California campus, or if you're tuning in virtually from home, welcome. This is our 1,029th graduation on our California campus. And we are so honored and thrilled that you are joining us today. So I'm curious, by a show of hands, how many of you are here today for the very first time? Wow, a lot of people. Okay, so that's wonderful. Thank you and welcome. So at this moment, at this gathering, we talk about this and say it's one of our most joyful parts of what we do here at GDB, celebrating the power of partnership. And that partnership comes in many different forms, as you'll hear today. So as I said, we're here to celebrate an incredible group of new graduates and milestones. We've got 3 new orientation and mobility immersion clients, 1 amazing canine buddy team, and 5 remarkable guide dog teams. So before I introduce everyone, I just want to thank some of the people in this room and at home who make this all possible. Because as we like to say at GDB, it takes a village, and it certainly does. So first of all, for our puppy raisers, thank you so much for preparing these special dogs in their roles. We always say we literally could not fulfill our mission without you, and we mean it. You give these dogs a loving start. You teach them not just basic skills, but also what it means to trust, to explore, and to be part of a team. You give your hearts, and it shows in every wag, every nuzzle, and every confident step our graduates take. At GDB, we have around 300 staff members on our California campus and our Oregon campus. But our family of puppy raising volunteers is 10 times that, 3,000 strong. So let's give our puppy raisers a rounding support. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And we also want to thank our donors, because Guide Dogs for the Blind, thank goodness, receives no government funding. So every guide dog, every canine buddy, every graduate's journey is made possible by people like you. And because of you, we're proud to say that all of our services, from training to lifelong support, come at no cost to our clients. And through our Veterinary Financial Assistance Program, or VFA, one of our most comprehensive programs of any kind in the world, we ensure that every dog gets the veterinary care they need when they need it. Because we know and believe that cost should never be a barrier for anyone who could benefit from one of our wonderful dogs. So I'd like to thank Janice and Thomas Berthold for sponsoring GDB client Alexandra Tizcareno and her guide dog Hoya, or Joya, goes by both, depending on which day. And the Bethlehem Foundation of Winston, North Carolina, for their lifetime team sponsorship of Gordon Morse and Sycamore. I'd also like to give a very special thank you to Liliane Tremoroli for her generosity in sponsoring a harness for every graduating class throughout 2025. So that harness is more than a tool, it's a symbol of freedom and partnership. Thank you, Liliane. And thanks to all of our donors, let's give them a round of applause. And to our staff and volunteers, thanks for all you do and everything you do every day to support our mission. Your dedication, passion, and excellence are the backbone of this organization. So whether you're working directly with our dogs, providing client support, or you're helping to keep things run smoothly behind the scenes, you are playing a crucial role in our life-changing mission. Here at GDB, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live. Because when everyone is empowered to participate, our communities are stronger. So now, on that note, we'd like to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to hearing the narration, you will hear a second voice describing the scenes in the video. And captions are also included. And these inclusive features ensure that everyone can access and enjoy the video. So enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's orientation and mobility immersion program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They were just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
I get tired of seeing that. I love that video, and thanks to our marketing team and the amazing Maury Angel who put that together. Great job. Thank you again for being here today. And now to introduce our clients, I would like to bring up our instructional team for this class. First up, we have Lauren Paperno, Senior Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. Laura O'Keefe, Qualified Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. Corinne Burkhardt, Qualified Mobility Instructor. Stephanie Zabitz, Senior O&M Program Specialist. Charlotte Simpson, O&M Specialist. And our class supervisors, Chelsea Allen and Mark Gillard. And a few people are here virtually, not in person. So now let's celebrate these new partnerships and this amazing community that brings us all together. Stephanie, take it away.
All right, good afternoon. Oh, is this on? Can you? Okay, flip it on. It's not on. Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me now? Okay, now you can. All right, wonderful. Well, I get the honor of recognizing our O&M immersion graduates that have been here with us this past week on campus. And additionally, I get to recognize a virtual graduate who's wrapping up their in-home program as we speak. And as Laura had already mentioned, Charlotte Simpson was one of the O&M instructors, myself, and the in-home instructor is Mandy Hetzel. So just a little bit more about the O&M immersion program. This is a one-week program designed for people who want to improve their independent travel skills. And that includes the O&M training they need to qualify for a guide dog. The O&M immersion program provides a bridge as well for those who would like to partner with a guide dog but have limited access to O&M services. So again, we thank our donors so much for making this program possible. Okay, our first graduate I'd like to recognize is Susan Petery of San Antonio, Texas. You can come on up. Susan is an IT professional who enjoys hiking, running 5Ks for a good cause, listening to nonfiction audiobooks, horseback riding, traveling internationally, and taking cruises. In the future, she hopes to try skydiving, zip lining, rock climbing, and hopes to work her own guide dog, but maybe not all those extreme activities with the guide dog, okay? The OMI program helped her significantly improve her orientation skills, providing greater independence when navigating in new places. Here you go, Susan. And right up to your mouth.
Hello, good afternoon. There are so many things that I'm grateful for, and I just want to highlight that I'm thankful to be a part of this O&M immersion program. This week, it has just been awesome and I'm thankful for the GDB staff and volunteers for everything they've done to make this week enjoyable and easier to learn these new O&M skills. So it's been fabulous. And second, I want to thank for GDB for connecting me with Charlotte, my instructor. She did an awesome job giving me invaluable skills, tools, and tips to learn to navigate independently. I and safely through the world. And third, I want to thank Stephanie and GDB for allowing me to experience working with a guide dog for a short while, a wonderful dog named Morgan. And I'm looking forward to enrolling in the guide dog program in the future. That experience was absolutely wonderful. And I want to thank everyone for the O&M immersion. Thank you.
All right. Next, we have Rachel Wells of Knoxville, Tennessee. You can come on up. Good job. You can come up here where I am. Rachel is a creative writer, and you can go behind me, and an avid reader with passion for exploring new cultures, places, and cuisines. Her hobbies include city hiking and yoga. She's excited to use the skills gained from this program to safely navigate and discover more about her city and to travel to other states. All right, I'm going to hand you the link. You'll have the side step just to the right. There you go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Stephanie, for that introduction. And it has truly been an amazing time here for this past week. I came here to make sure that I could be the best team member for a future guide dog that I could be, because I knew I had some areas that I needed to work on. And Stephanie, as we have laughed and gone over, quite a bit of O&M training, she's also challenged me, and I've learned lots of new skills and refined some skills as well. And it has truly been phenomenal to see what GDB has developed here in terms of not just a program that runs like a well-oiled machine, but the people who make that truly personable, even down to their environmental sustainability goals, janitorial staff, chefs, just everyone, truly fantastic group of people, and just everyone knows how to be a part of a team. And it inspires, the clients, guide dog and OMI that come through these doors, and it is truly something to remember. So thank you all so much.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you. All right, now our virtual graduate. That would be Mary Cozy of Huntley, Illinois. Mary lives with her husband, Ken, and her 7th female yellow lab, Kawana. And Kawana is a guide dog, of course. She is a social worker specializing in assisting people with disabilities to reach their highest potential. Now retired, she lives in a 55-plus community of 5,000 houses and is involved in her Scrabble Club, Investor Club, Computer Club, Italian American Club, and Neighborhood Book Club. She's not busy enough, I think. She enjoys going to the fitness center and the pool, and she's had, get ready for this, guide dogs for 55 years. Yeah. She loves walking and going on day trips to Chicago and plays in the Arboretum. She loves reading and socializing with her friends as well, and she is very involved with the Ski for Light cross-country skiing community. And Mary wanted to share a few words. So she says, I feel blessed to have the opportunity to participate in the OMI program. As a totally blind person, learning these new skills and expanding my mobility and orientation horizons have been an amazing experience. I want to personally thank the donors who have made a commitment to making this program available to us. My instructor has been patient, professional, and fun, so thank you, Mandy. And thank you to everyone at GDB for making me a better guide dog handler, cane traveler, and adventurous person. So we have this lovely, lovely photo of Mary on the screen, and maybe for you viewers at home. And just imagine being there with her. She stands in a grassy area in front of this lake with a grand fountain behind her. It's just spraying up, very tall. She has short reddish hair, wears light-colored floral pattern dress. She's holding her white cane in her right hand, and alongside her, lying on the grass, is Kwana, her yellow lab retriever, wearing her harness. The scene is peaceful and sunny with partly cloudy skies, and trees are visible on the far side of the lake. So congratulations, Mary, and congratulations to our OMI graduates this program. All right, and then I'm going to introduce Lauren back up here to introduce the K9 buddy.
Thank you, Stephanie. All right, so I have the honor of introducing our one K9 Buddy graduate that we're celebrating virtually today. And this is Danny of Miami, Florida. He received Wiley, a male black Labrador retriever who was raised by Lisa Pomo and Rachel Drummond Chalmers of San Francisco, California. And if Lisa and Rachel are here, you can join me up on the stage.
On the paw prints.
Yeah. And because Danny and his family are Spanish speaking, I'm going to be providing English and Spanish translations throughout of the notes that were shared. But there's a photo on the screen, and it shows Danny sitting outside in a lawn chair with Wiley, who's wearing his blue K9 Buddy scarf. He's sitting in front of him, and Danny's petting the back of Wiley's head, and Wiley's looking directly at the camera with a big open mouth smile. And in Spanish it reads, Danny está sentado afuera en una silla de jardín con Wiley. Wiley lleva su bufanda azul de K9 Buddy. Danny acaricia la cabeza de Wiley, quien mira directamente a la cámara con una gran sonrisa. Okay, so Danny and his family have shared a note that I'm going to read in Spanish, and then I'll provide the English translation. Hoy celebramos no solo un hito, sino el corazón y el alma de un fiel compañero. Desde el principio, Wiley ha sido más que una mascota, ha sido un amigo, un guardián y un sanador. Cada día, Wiley nos recibe en la puerta con esa alegría que nos recuerda cuánto amor puede albergar un pequeño cuerpo. Ya sea con su cola meneando con tanta fuerza que parece que va a alzar el vuelo, o con sus alegres saltos, tiene el don de hacer que todos se sientan extrañados más que nada en el mundo. Para Dani y nuestra familia, Wiley cambió la vida. En los momentos de tranquilidad, en los días difíciles, ofrecía consuelo sin necesidad de palabras. Se sentaba junto a Dani cuando las cosas se sentían pesadas y celebraba incluso los triunfos más pequeños con una mirada que decía, estoy orgulloso de ti. Con su presencia serena y su amor incondicional, Wiley le dio a Dani el coraje para crecer, la motivación para seguir adelante y el consuelo de nunca sentirse solo. Esta graduación simboliza el esfuerzo, la inteligencia y la dedicación de Wiley. Pero más que eso, es una celebración del vínculo que comparte con Dani. Un vínculo basado en la confianza, el amor y el constante menear de la cola. Felicidades, Wiley, lo lograste y en el proceso nos has ayudado a todos a ser mejores. All right, and I'm going to read the English translation of this note. Today, we celebrate not just a milestone, but the heart and soul of a loyal companion. From the very beginning, Wiley has been more than just a pet. He's been a friend, a guardian, and a healer. Every single day, Wiley meets us at the door with the kind of joy that reminds us how much love can live in one little body. Whether it's a tail wagging so hard it looks like he might take flight, or the happy jumps he has, a gift for making everyone feel like they were missed more than anything in the world. For Danny and our family, Wiley became a life changer. In the quiet moments and the difficult days, he offered comfort without needing words. He sat beside Danny when things felt heavy, and he celebrated even the smallest wins with a look that said, I'm proud of you. Through his calm presence and unconditional love, Wiley gave Danny the courage to grow, the motivation to push forward, and the comfort of never feeling alone. This graduation is a symbol of Wiley's hard work, intelligence, and unwavering heart. But more than that, it's a celebration of the bond he shares with Danny. A bond built on trust, love, and endless tail wags. So congratulations, Wiley. You did it, and you've made all of us better along the way. You're gonna speak.
Es posible que Wiley es el mejor perro existe. It's possible that Wiley is the best dog ever. In my family, there are 3 cats and 4 cat people. Our cats do not like dogs. But when Wiley came to live with us, he was so gentle and respectful that even our grumpiest cats got curious. I won't say they liked him, but I did see all 3 of them touch noses with him at different times. I didn't get pictures, though, and if you ask the cats, I'm sure they'll deny it. We humans love Wiley, and not just the ones in my immediate family. He came with me to work meetings and public speaking gigs, and it was like hanging out with the chillest celebrity in the world. You know how everyone who's met Keanu Reeves talks about how humble and handsome and genuine and kind he is? That's Wiley. He makes everyone feel special. He loves water. There are some photos of him in my garden, but I wish I got photos of the time when I had the hose out to water the plants. If you've never seen 60 pounds of healthy Labrador launch itself at 6 feet into the air to bite a water droplet, well, let me tell you, it's a sight to see. When you cup Wiley's big cheeks in your hands, he looks up at you with those beautiful eyes like he thinks you are an absolutely amazing person. When you sit on the floor and hug him, he leans his whole weight against you like you're his best friend. He's tuned into the feelings of everyone in the room, and what he wants more than anything is for everybody to be okay. Wiley is the kindest dog I've ever met. I can't imagine anyone better suited to being a canine buddy, and I wish him and Danny the longest and happiest life.
I'm now going to provide the Spanish translation. Es posible que Wiley sea el mejor perro que ha existido. En mi familia hay 3 gatos y 4 amantes de los gatos. A nuestros gatos no les gustan los perros, pero cuando Wiley vino a vivir con nosotros, era tan dócil y respetuoso que incluso nuestros gatos más gruñones se volvieron curiosos. No diré que les gustó, pero sí los vi a los 3 tocarle la nariz en diferentes momentos. Sin embargo, no saqué fotos y si les preguntas a los gatos, estoy seguro de que lo negarán. Nosotros los humanos adoramos a Wiley, y no solo los de mi familia inmediata. Me acompañaba a reuniones de trabajo y a charlas, y era como estar con la celebridad más relajada del mundo. ¿Sabes cómo todos los que conocen a Keanu Reeves hablan de lo humilde, guapo, genuino y amable que es? Ese es Wiley. Él hace que todos se sientan especiales. Le encanta el agua. Puedes verlo aquí en el jardín y ojalá hubiera sacado fotos de los momentos en que yo tenía la manguera afuera para regar las plantas. Si nunca has visto a un labrador joven y sano de 60 libras lanzarse 6 pies al aire para mover una gota de agua, te lo digo, es un espectáculo. Cuando sostienes las grandes mejillas de Wiley entre tus manos, te mira con esos ojos hermosos como si pensara que eres una persona increíble. Cuando te sientas en el suelo y lo abrazas, se apoya con todo su peso contra ti, como si fueras su mejor amigo. Está sintonizado con los sentimientos de todos los presentes. Lo que más desea es que todos estén bien. Wiley es el perro más amable que he conocido. No puedo imaginar a nadie más adecuado para ser un canine buddy, y les deseo a él y a Dani una vida larga y feliz. And on the screen, I'm just going to read the photo description. It's a close-up of Wiley on a sunny day in a yard full of bright orange and blue flowers, and he's looking directly at the camera with puppy dog eyes. Esta foto muestra a Wiley en un jardín lleno de flores naranjas y azules. Es un día soleado y Wiley mira hacia la cámara con ojos de cachorro. All right. Now I'm going to pass it off to Laura.
Okay, now we can move on to celebrate our guide dog recipients. Our guide dog program is a 2-week program where clients are matched with a dog that is compatible with their lifestyle to enhance their mobility. We provide a variety of training models that include both in-residence and in-home training. To start out with, we'll celebrate Linda Collins of Midlothian, Virginia, who received Perdita, a female black Labrador retriever, raised by Mary Clark and David Pickard of Fullerton, California. Perdita is Linda's first guide dog, and tomorrow they will head to Virginia and begin their new life together.
Sit. Good girl. Good girl.
I'll pass you the mic.
Mary. Hi, that's a hard act to follow. But this has been 2 wonderful weeks for me. It means so much. We've had lots of lectures and meetings. One lecture we were able to spend some time with Jason Dersch, who's the socio-psych advisor, I guess, who had lots of information and advice for us. And one bit of practical advice he gave was, if you get a black dog, just buy a bunch of black pants to wear. So I think that's what I'll have to be doing. But I want to thank everybody, Mary Clark for the puppy raising. She's done such a wonderful job with Perdita, who is so sweet. Sit. Good girl. And Lauren, who couldn't have been more patient and more knowledgeable, instructing me over the past 2 weeks. I will be remembering her saying leash, leash, right foot for a long time, and I'll try to get it right. Thank you, all the donors that make this possible for all of us. It's just going to be a big change for me when I get home with my dog, with Perdita. And thanks to the staff and all the instructors and everybody, the cooks, the nurses, everybody. It's just been, everybody has worked so well together and made it just such a positive, wonderful time. And I thank you all very much.
Hi, I wish I could take credit for Perdita, but she kind of came perfect. She's the easiest puppy that my husband and I have raised. She was just a gift. A friend of mine got a puppy at the same time, and she called me up with her escapades that her puppy was going through, and I'd feel guilty saying, well, she'd say, how's Perdita doing? I'd say, she slept through the night, she played with the other dogs. When she's tired, she goes into her crate. She was just this wonderful dog. We have a wonderful puppy club, and everybody in the puppy club wanted a puppy sitter. They wanted to swap pups with her. Even people from other clubs wanted to watch her. So she just kind of was, a good puppy. I guess the only credit we can say is we also raised her mom. But at any rate, we're so excited that she gets to be with Linda, and I think it sounds like she's been good for you too.
Very much so. And if you don't remember, Perdita was the mother dog of 101 Dalmatians.
All right, how about another round of applause for Miss Perdita and Linda? Up next, we'll celebrate Mary Flanagan of Wake Forest, North Carolina, who received Rupert, a male yellow Labrador Golden Retriever cross, raised by Denise Barnes of Escondido, California. Rupert is Mary's 5th guide dog from GDB, and she lives in Wake Forest with her husband, Glenn, and her retired guide, Navarro. She enjoys walks with her guide dog, gardening, and traveling. All right, Mary.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? All right. Well, what an exciting, oh my gosh. Hard to believe this is number 5 graduation for me. And I have to say, it is just as wonderful and exciting as the first of us. I have enjoyed a 34-year partnership with guide dogs. And they just keep getting better all the time. I wasn't sure about being able to make it to this 5th dog. I did have some health challenges the past couple of years, but I was pretty, excuse me, Rupert. Rupert has another plan here. Sit, 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 sit.
Oh, there we go.
There. But I was very determined that I was going to make it, and I'm so very glad I did. I have this wonderful, sweet, loving boy, Rupert, who people tell me he looks like he's smiling. And he is just so loving, so lovable. When I think about my 34 years, I think of the accomplishments that I have been able to make, and I never would have imagined them possible when I first lost my sight. But what made the difference was having a guide dog at my side. And it just made my life so much more fulfilling. And I thank guide dogs for that. Since I have been here again, it has reminded me of how many people go into making this possible for me to be here and have such a well-trained, sweet guide dog. As Laura first said, it takes a village, and she's absolutely right. From the Ryan in the admissions office, who is incredibly helpful, to everybody who assists us in the dorm, in the residential part of our training, and the training staff. They're wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I want to say also that a special thank you to my instructor, Lauren, for all of her support and guidance, and our supervisor, Chelsea. Also, very special thank you to Denise and Dave for being the puppy raisers of such a sweet, wonderful dog. I also want to say a very special thank you to my husband, who is not here today, but he is watching at home with my retired guide, Navarro. I love you, hon. Thank you for all your support. And I'll see you tomorrow night.
Hi everyone, I'm Denise and this is my husband Dave, and we started with Guide Dogs for the Blind in 2022 with our first puppy Wavy, and Rupert joined us off the truck the day that Wavy left to go back to campus, and he was such a sweet ball of fluff from the day that we brought him home. And he rapidly grew to the big boy that he is today, but his sweet, calm personality continued. I work as a dialysis nurse, and he was a source of joy for any time. Sorry.
Need a tissue. I just happen to have one.
Anyway, he was a source of joy anytime someone was having a rough day. And so our favorite family memories of Rupert is around the pool. We do live in San Diego and more inland, so it gets to be, in the low 100s there. And so I heard that guide dogs don't generally like to swim, but Rupert loves to swim. And he would just leap off the edge of the pool going after toys and go for a swim. And I think that was a favorite part of the day for him as well, because he got really hot. He likes to lay with his legs back, I think, so his stomach touches the ground. I don't know, to cool off. But I just wanted to take a couple minutes to thank some people that helped us on this journey, including Sharon, our club leader, who was always there to answer our calls and give us support, and our club co-leaders, Diana and Jennifer, our puppy sitters for the club, and my co-workers who were always eager to cuddle with him when his jacket was off, almost annoyingly so. And for our kids and grandkids who really helped with his socialization. And I know that he's going to be Mary's best friend, and we've missed him, but we can't wait to hear about all of his new adventures.
Okay, up next, we'll celebrate Gordon Morse of Las Vegas, Nevada, who received Sycamore, a male yellow Labrador retriever, raised by Sarah Arrington of Kingman, Arizona. Gordon lives with his wife of 43 years. He has 2 children and 3 grandchildren. He is looking forward to introducing Sycamore to his family and going on adventures with his new companion and teammate. All right, pass this to you.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank the Bethlehem Foundation for sponsoring Sycamore and myself, and to help us with our adventure for the rest of our lives, hopefully. It couldn't have been done also without the puppy raiser of Sarah Arrington, and they raised such a great dog. He's very smart, strong, listens, and I couldn't ask for a better dog. When I came here, I didn't think, I didn't know how this was going to go. I never had a guide dog. But unfortunately, the first week, I thought I had 2 left feet when I was trying to work with him, because he was the good one. I was the one he was training. But anyway, but after the first week, second week came around, then I figured it out, and we've been going strong since. And I just really have enjoyed this adventure with all my classmates. The staff here has been great. The support's been fantastic, and I couldn't ask for a better place to receive a dog from. But with all that, I just really, really want to thank everybody here for attending, and I'm looking forward to our adventure together.
Like Gordon said, Sarah Arrington was not able to be here with her family, so I'm reading a message that they sent in virtually. Congratulations to Gordon and Sycamore. We are thrilled beyond words to hear that Sycamore is such a great match for Gordon. We are sad to be unable to be there for this big day in person, but after a phone conversation with Gordon, we are confident in and excited for this team. Sycamore has always been the absolute sweetest dog. He was a pleasure to raise and naturally did things well the first time. We often felt that we were not needed in the training process because he would do it perfectly with or without us. From his literal first rodeo to his first middle school fire drill, he took it all perfectly in stride. This pup has a huge heart, loves to please, loves people, especially kids, which which is great for Gordon's grandkids, and is up for anything. We cannot wait to see what Gordon and Sycamore are able to accomplish together. And we have two photos on the screen here. First is of a young Sycamore lying on a dog bed, looking inquisitively at something past the camera. The second is an older Sycamore sitting in a green puppy jacket and wearing a navy graduation cap with an orange tassel in celebration of a Razors College graduation. Congratulations.
Up next, we can celebrate Bridget Polpeter of Omaha, Nebraska, who received Florissa, a female black Labrador retriever raised by Dean Angie-Ann Rydell of Oakland, California. Bridget will return to Omaha with Florissa, where the weather will be hot and steamy. Bridget is a first-timer and excited for Florissa to meet her two beastly human-shaped brothers and tortoiseshell cat sister. Bridget is a freelance journalist, creative writing teacher, and works for a small theater nonprofit.
It's supposed to be hot and steamy. Yes, to all my blind and low vision peeps, I'm a Caucasian woman with brown shoulder-length hair that's a little wavy today. I'm wearing a pink top, a white skirt with a floral pattern, and a lavender cardigan. I want to thank Guide Dogs for the Blind, and it's kind of been a whirlwind of a process from applying to being told there was an opening and being here and now graduating. And I really want to thank Laura and Chelsea for helping me, especially in the first week when Clarissa, I have the rambunctious one of the group, so when my 40-something brain was like, I don't know what's happening, but we got through it, and Clarissa, okay, shake it off, girl, there we go. And I'm now going home tomorrow with the confidence that I know we can continue to be a team and work in tandem, and yes, hi. Oh, yes, hi. And I also really want to I have a skirt on. Yeah, first to sit. First to sit. We don't need that kind of show today. They asked me, they said, can you handle a dog? You have to manage. I was like, listen, my two kids are a lot, so what's one more to the mix? Yeah, she doesn't like her gentle collar. There we go. You're fine, Clarissa. Good girl. I do want to thank the donors, as well as somebody who often works on the back end of that stuff for my theater nonprofit. It really means a lot that there is no government funding coming in, because you're not at the mercy and the dictates of whatever whim and fleeting ideas is in the air at the moment. I definitely want to thank the puppy raisers, Jeannie and Dean here, for taking such good care of her and allowing me to have this adorable little rambunctious punky, spunky girl to continue working with. And yeah, I just want to thank all the staff. The nursing staff's been wonderful. I know they're not here, but I want to thank all the chef, Danny and Brandon and Eric and all the assistants in there, providing such good meals, because I'm going to go home and just be eating like yogurt and coffee. So, and yeah, just all the staff and everybody and all the support, and to my classmates as well, to Linda, Mary, Gordon, and I keep wanting to call you Chelsea. You're not Chelsea, you're Alex. Alex, you're such a wonderful group of people. I've enjoyed getting to know you, and couldn't have been on a better journey with better people, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Jeannie, and this is my husband, Dean, and we raised Florissa, and I'm gonna cry.
I'm dead.
All right, keep it together. This was the first puppy that we raised. So we're like super honored to have a graduate. It's just really amazing because not all puppies that go through this program have become a canine buddy or become a guide or one of the partner programs. So she's amazed us. We're really proud of her and our supporting club members. We couldn't do it without them. Since recall, she's sped through the advanced training up to today's graduation, and she learns fast, she's motivated. She impressed us with her confidence in big crowds. We took her to a Warriors game. We took her to an A's game. We took her to a college track meet that had loud sounds. Grocery stores, Costco. That's a little bit of a challenge with a grocery cart and one person, but she is a trooper.
Yeah, Florissa.
We took her to a pumpkin patch and doctor's offices, and she had an airport outing where one of our club members took her to an airport, so she's been there before, and she did fabulous. And tons of restaurants. And she wasn't a scavenger, so she was really good at hanging out, and she enjoyed the treats for sure. Treats and kibble and dog chew toys and a cozy bed. She enjoyed training with our club members and doing puppy sleepovers for pet sitting, as well as visiting with family and friends. And most of all, enjoyed her play dates with her buddies. As she has a rambunctious reputation here. She's interested in other dogs and people, and she loves to please. So you may have heard the phrase, raise a puppy, change a life. And as raisers, if you haven't done it before, if you're thinking about it, it's really wonderful. Yes, it's hard to give them up, and yes, you love them dearly, but it's such a great honor to be here and share and have her actually become a guide and make a real difference in somebody's life. And I have to put in a plug for the gift shop. I have a little puppy here, volunteer at the gift shop. You can get your t-shirts there. You can get your own little black lab plushie. This is Florissa, the guide dog. You can get your very own in the gift shop. And you can go by today. They're open, or they're also available online. Thank you.
Yeah, I believe the gift shop hours are 1:30 to 3 today, so you guys can head over there after graduation. And, yep. And the last guide dog client we'll be celebrating today is Alexandra Tizcareno of Orange, California, who received Joya, a female black Labrador Golden Retriever cross, raised by Dustin St. John and Lisa Likely of Santa Rosa, California. Alex works as a massage therapist. She also enjoys going to Disneyland and Universal Studios Hollywood with her husband. She's looking forward to bringing Joya with her to Disneyland and her work, as well as the adventures they will have together as a team. Okay, here we go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. I just want to thank the wonderful donors, and thank you to the sponsors, the both holds, for sponsoring Joya and I. Really appreciate it. Definitely want to thank GDB. They did it again, giving me this fabulous guide dog. This is my second one. And they did a fabulous and amazing job of training her. I want to thank Laura for training her. And I want to thank Dustin and his girlfriend for raising such a wonderful, wonderful dog. And I definitely want to thank my classmates. You guys are awesome. It's been wonderful getting to know you. I want to thank the nurses and the kitchen staff. GDB is a wonderful organization. They really go beyond to help you out with these dogs, and including the veterinary support and everything. And I'm very grateful for that, especially when they helped me out with my last one. The financial support was very awesome. I'd like to thank my husband and my father for being here today and supporting me. There's one person that couldn't be here today, and that's my mom. She passed away last year, but she wanted this for me. And I am so glad that I was able to do this and I hope she's proud of me. And I know she's up there in heaven watching and celebrating. And I'm dedicating this graduation to her because I know she wanted this for me and wanted me to keep going on and getting my new dog, even though she wasn't able to be there to see me get Joya. I know she's happy. So thank you guys.
Hello, my name is Lisa Marie, and my boyfriend Dustin co-raised Joya. She's our 8th puppy. Joya, we were so excited to meet you and join our 6th doghouse crew, and that includes you. They told us you're a black female cross, and that kind of gave us a clue, but what a chew. Your name started with the letter J. Names were tossed in a tray. Was it Jasmine, June, Journey, Jane? But we didn't fade. The list goes on and on. Oh, but was it Joy or Jewel? But not to coy. It was kind of both. Our imagination grew with so much growth. Joya, Hoya. We played so many learning games, like your name. We also played sit, down, let's go, to name a few. Then the list became like a queue. You loved your 5 furry housemates and even your crate. We went on so many adventures, but we weren't benchers. Schools, libraries, tennis matches, plays, musicals, and even the SF Giants game. She was definitely had the school's fame. Even in the yearbook. That was kind of a cool look. She has such a gentle soul, and her main goal was to be a guide. Oh, and she tried. When she's not working, and this may be a tear jerking, she'll always be by your side. We have so much pride. Oh, Joya, Hoya, you're so smart. That was always in your cart. We're so happy you've been matched with such a great mate. There's going to be so many fun dates. Joya, Hoya.
All right, how about another round of applause for this graduating class? Now I will pass it on to Chelsea Allen for a little clicker demo, along with Marissa, our resident advisor, and her guide dog.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get set up here a little bit and then talk a little bit about clicker training and what we do here at Guide Dogs, and then I'll invite Marissa up here on stage. So many of you probably know, but we do a lot of positive reinforcement training. I mean, our goal is to be training these dogs primarily or solely with positive reinforcement. So what do you think I mean by positive reinforcement? Food, yeah. Exactly, right? Something they inherently love. We don't have to teach them to love that, right? They are like, oh, I love it already. Especially Labradors, Golden Retrievers. Partly why we choose this breed and why we're so successful with these dogs is they love food, right? They'll do anything for it. But when it comes to the clicker, this allows us to be a little bit more precise. So what we do, a process of pairing food with the sound of the click, and dogs quickly pick up, like quickly meaning like less than 5 minutes of clicking and offering food reward. They understand that that click means food is coming. So it allows us to be a little bit more precise in marking our desired behaviors. So whether we're teaching obedience, like sits and downs, positioning, refining positioning, or we're trying to teach them their, formal guide work skills of stopping at a curb, things like that. As you imagine, it's easier to click and feed a dog stopping at the curb than try to get food in their mouth at the same exact time that they've stopped at a curb. So it really allows us to refine our positive reinforcement training, and they learn so much quicker. And they're really a partner in their training process. It makes it fun and it makes it a game. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome Marissa Garcia and her guide dog Jim. If you've been to graduation before, you've probably seen them do this demo, but it is very fun. They're pros. And I have my chair up here in the middle of the room. And here comes Jim. Yay, welcome. Good boy. Alrighty, so Marissa's going to get Jim primed a little bit here first. So she's gonna do some hand targets, and you hear the click. The dogs up here in training are like, ooh, what? So this gets him his head in the game, right? So he's thinking about, we're doing this, we're gonna have some fun. And then she takes that hand target and puts it on the chair. So this now transfers our desired target to the chair. So now we know we want to go to the chair. Jim targets his nose to her hand target, and we do that a couple of times. Yeah, and as he's kind of transferring that target to the chair, Marissa knows he's kind of getting it. She'll maybe take a couple steps back and raise our criteria, make it a little bit harder. Yeah, and they'll keep backing up until she wants to pick up the harness handle and head towards the chair. Nice. Good job, Jim. And they'll do a couple repetitions before they, will go all the way back to the door. Nice job, Jim. And that final goal behavior is to maybe, do you want to go all the way to the door? And as she goes and Jim is kind of in tune. He knows that desired target now. She'll be able to give that verbal cue of find the chair for the dog. Find the chair. Find the chair. And here he comes. Yeah. And the last step is Marissa having a seat in the chair, gives the dog context of why you want to find that target. Awesome. Thank you so much, Marissa and Jim. So this simple targeting technique or back chaining technique that we use, our clients use in their home areas, whether it's to find the ATM machine, an APS, pedestrian, walk signal, trash cans, you name it, definitely applicable in their home environment. And since I'm lucky enough to have the microphone in my hand right now, again, I'm Chelsea Allen. I was the class supervisor for our graduates of 1029. I just want to say congratulations again from me. Thank you for all your hard work. It is not easy to come and uplift your life for 2 weeks and be here and be kind of constantly learning the whole time. So be so proud of yourself. I'm so excited to hear about all of your adventures, and I'm going to pass it on to Laura to close us out.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us here today. It's really been a pleasure to have you here. And if you are interested in volunteering, joining our staff, or if you know someone who would benefit from our services, just send them to guidedogs.com, our website, where they can read all about our programs and learn more about getting involved. If you'd like to make a donation to support our mission, you can text to donate on your cell phone. Please text the word partnerships to 50155, and we'll send you a link that will help you make a donation. And for viewers at home, if you'd like to make a donation, you can do the same on your cell, or you could go to our website, guidedogs.com/donate, and make your gift there. So thank you all for joining us today, and goodbye. Now, for those of you here in the room, we have a very special opportunity for you. If you'd like to join us for some refreshments, we've got those next door.